Now at 10, Joplin city officials begin work on the budget for next fiscal year. Plus, the latest on how the Joplin Fire Department plans to staff its new station, and Arvest Bank hosts a cybersecurity symposium.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Joplin city officials tonight discussed the city's proposed budget for the fiscal year 2023. This is KOAM News at 10. One of the topics of the work session was transparency with the citizens of Joplin. Some officials pointed to the failed Proposition Public Safety as an example of how it's important that residents understand where exactly their tax dollars are going.
Proposed budget is a balanced budget. That's a requirement. With that said, there are needs that are left unaddressed. There's a need to continue to improve our public safety pay and staffing for the organization as a whole. We're going to need to find a long-term solution for that. But within this budget is balanced, and it will provide us an opportunity to bring some improvement to the community.
Since this was just a work session, nothing was officially decided tonight. City of Joplin will get its 7th fire station in the summer of 2023. KOAM's Jalen Banks looks at what this means for the city.
As Joplin continues to expand, that means the fire stations have to cover more ground. The ideal cover radius for each station is 2.5 miles, which means Joplin will be getting its 7th fire station on the southeastern side of town, with funds from the 2006 public safety tax.
But when they expanded the city limits out to the east, the station that was covering that is Station 5 that sits at 32nd in Texas, right there next to Food for Less. And it just got to be where it was really a stretch for them to get out there in a timely manner.
Station 7 will cover the Crossroads Industrial Park, and being in the area comes with some advantages.
Have direct access to the interstate out there, so we're going to put our hazmat group out there as well to be able to jump on either direction, whether we need to go east or west on I-44. They're right there. It's just a very short jaunt to get onto the interstate from there, so they're going to cover that area.
Expansion comes with staffing, and that is one hurdle Joplin Fire is facing.
If we were to hire those 2 individuals, we're still going to be 7 people short. So at the first of the year, we're probably going to be opening up another academy like we did just a few months ago, where we'll bring people in that have absolutely no training in the fire service, and we will provide all of that for them at the training facility we have here in Joplin.
Construction is set to be complete in August of 2023, with hopes to expand in the future. In Joplin, Jalen Banks, KOAM News.
That station is going to be at 6720 East 30th Street. Firefighters in Newton County, Missouri battled a structure fire this evening in the 4100 block of Greenwood Drive. Reddings Mill Fire Department responded around 4 p.m. Quapaw and Joplin Fire assisted. The building is unoccupied. Authorities say it was fully engulfed at one point. They say the fire burned about 2 acres of underbrush and trees. They're not sure what caused that fire. Students of Miami Public Schools today protested against last week's removal of the school's resource officer. According to some of the students, Officer Derek Sparks was removed from the school shortly after a video became public showing 2 female students pinching the officer inappropriately at school. Miami's police department says the school district asked that Sparks be reassigned. Students claim Sparks told the 2 students their act was inappropriate. Now students want to know why he was removed from the school. Sparks had been working with the school for 5 years, and a lot of students say he was a favorite because he always cared for students.
He even took me in, and I lived with him for a year. He's an amazing person in general, and there's not a time that he doesn't show that he loves you. He always shows love and kindness.
The police department says Officer Sparks is not accused of any wrongdoing. Students say they've started a petition in support of Sparks' return. They say they have almost 700 signatures. Let's check in with Doug Heddy for a first look at the weather.
Well, of course, another hot one for us today. We've been hot all week. In fact, we've been hovering right around record highs for the past 3 days. 98 today. The record was 99, so we made another run at it. It was set way back in 1954. We should only be topping out at 80 degrees, so we're almost 20 degrees above normal for this time of the year. In fact, today's high is about 6 or 7 degrees above normal in the middle of July. Still 77 in Lamar, 80 in Cassville, 75 at Grove. We have Parsons sitting at 84 degrees. We have clear skies, but you can see some thunderstorms out across north central Kansas. That's the beginnings of our next storm system, which is going to start to affect us with rain chances by late tomorrow. Now we're going to start the day with sunshine, hot again, rain chances increase. We're going to talk about that plus a cool down here in just a bit.
See you then. Donald Trump's approval rating in Missouri appears to be roughly the same now as it was in the 2020 election. KOAM is partnering with other TV stations in Missouri that are owned by Gray Television for a series of polls on a variety of races and topics. The latest poll asks voters who they support if the current and former president are the presidential nominees in 2024. Donald Trump has the support of 52% of registered voters in the state compared to 35% for Joe Biden. Donald Trump polls better among men than among women, but tops President Biden among both groups. Joe Biden does lead slightly in Missouri's urban and suburban areas, but Donald Trump racks up a big majority in rural areas. There's also a big racial disparity. Donald Trump wins among white voters, Joe Biden wins among black voters. The poll of 1,000 Missouri adults was conducted from September 19th through the 22nd. It has other demographic breakdowns and also looks at what percentage of various groups of Missourians are registered to vote. You can find more results at KOAMNewsNow.com. Today is National Voter Registration Day. You can download the KOAM News app for all your election needs. You can also go to our website for election information at KOAMNewsNow.com/elections. On the website, you can find out if you're registered and find links to help you register if necessary. Again, that's KOAMNewsNow.com/elections. Arvest Bank in Joplin today hosted a cybersecurity symposium. The Joplin Police Department gave tips on preventing fraud and limiting cyber risks at small and medium-sized organizations, businesses. Organizers say it's important to spread these messages.
We really want to hit on training, the importance of keeping employees engaged and on guard. Looking for those business email compromise is one of the biggest threats. So try to keep employees engaged. The importance of having an incident response plan. It's not a matter of having the mindset of if I get hacked, it's when I get hacked or when I have a cyber event.
People attending this symposium also learned how to spot and avoid malware. Coming up, Pittsburgh Public Library responds to Banned Books Week. Plus, McDonald County High School students present design ideas for a student-run coffee shop. Pittsburgh Public Library is a safe haven for banned books during this week. Banned Book Week recognizes the freedom to read and points out attempts to ban or censor books. Challenges to books in libraries and schools range from questions about language to social injustices.
We just try to highlight that and show that the harm of censorship and that books should be available to everyone. This year's Banned Books Week theme is Books Unite Us, Censorship Divides Us. So Banned Book Week just draws attention to the harms of censorship.
In addition to Banned Book Week, September is also National Library Card Sign-Up Month. Pitt State's College of Technology is giving students a chance to get ahead on future opportunities at its annual Company Days. The event allows students to network with businesses for future intern and career opportunities. And for the first time in history, Company Days is a two-day event this year. The first day is focusing on graphics and imaging, construction, and wood technology majors. The second day is focusing on engineering, technology, and automotive.
This year you can see the demand. We have companies from all over the Midwest here, national companies, local, regional companies, all sizes, mixes, gives our students a lot of great opportunities.
Around 260 companies are participating in this two-day event. Pitt State is looking to expand Company Days next year to a three-day event. Arvest Bank today made a donation to help local students. The bank donated $5,000 to the Missouri Southern Foundation as a scholarship fund in the names of Corporal Ben Cooper and Officer Jake Reed, two Joplin police officers who were killed in the line of duty in March. That scholarship will go to students pursuing a criminal justice degree at Missouri Southern.
We remember the sacrifices that both of these guys made, but at the same time, while we remember it, we honor the sacrifice that they made, and this allows us to put in place students that can hopefully carry on the legacy that these two officers had.
The scholarship money was donated on behalf of the Our Best Foundation. Business students at McDonald County High School are getting the chance to build their own student-run coffee shop, and today they presented design ideas to architects for review. The students have been working on the plans for about a month now, and it's going to be located at the McDonald County Chamber's office building.
We are doing all the things from starting with nothing, like just a building, and we are having to find everything for it. We're going to have to learn how to work together. We're going to have to learn how to work with people, do good customers work with customers. And
School and McDonald County Chamber leaders hope to have the shop operational by January. A little bit later, a Kansas woman shares a special connection she has with the royal family.
Plus rain chances rolling in tomorrow evening, also a cool down. We're going to look at that coming up. Hey, of course, another hot one for us today, near record highs. This is the third day in a row we've been into the upper 90s. We're just too hot. At least we're going to get a little bit of relief as we go through the next few days. Tomorrow's still going to be hot, but then we're going to get some relief. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort, of course, clear skies out there right now. And if we look back, look at this stretch. Really started last Friday. We creeped up near 90, lower mid 90s Saturday, and then upper 90s over the past few days. We're going to be back up near 100 once again as we go through the daytime hours tomorrow. Still warm. 75 Stockton, Anderson, 79, 79 Nowata, Chanute is still sitting at 84 degrees. Now, we have clear skies. There's nothing going on here, but if you travel just to our north and to our west, look at this band of showers and thunderstorms, northern parts of Kansas. This is actually our next storm system. Now, these thunderstorms, as they work a little bit closer to us, are going to die probably about the I-35 corridor, but you can see the clouds from those showers and thunderstorms. Some of those are going to spread in late tonight into the daytime hours for us tomorrow. This dome of high pressure, that's been in charge the past several days. That's the result of the heat, also why we've been so dry. It's starting to break down just a little bit, so that's going to change our weather up as we go through the next few days. Starting at 76, 92 by noon, 97 by 5. You can see the isolated thunderstorms. Also notice the high temp of 99 degrees. Record high tomorrow is 95, so we should set a record across the region. We're going to start lower 70s, lower 90s by noon. Watch the cold front sinks in by late afternoon. Now, right along the front, we're going to have these isolated thunderstorms. That means one here, one here, one here. Very hit and miss. Most of us won't get them. The areas that do get stuck under one of these storms could get a pretty good burst of rain for just a bit. Here's 9 p.m. Most of the storms rolling out of here. Here's our cold front passing through the metro, slides south. Cooler air works in by Thursday morning. Showers to our north Thursday morning start to press in. These are going to be pretty light. I wouldn't expect most of us to see more than 1/10 of an inch of rain as these showers push on through Thursday morning. So here's 10 a.m. By Thursday afternoon, we still have a lot of clouds, but look at the temperatures. Upper 60s, lower 70s. So we're talking 25 to 30 degrees cooler on Thursday compared to what we are going to see during the afternoon hours for us tomorrow. Clouds will start to break up a bit tomorrow night. Next little wave kind of shoots mainly just to our north. So this is Friday morning. May get a few showers that skirt our northern counties, but most of us will stay dry from that part of the wave. 99 tomorrow. Isolated thunderstorms late, showers mainly Thursday morning. First day of fall and a high temp of only 73, so I mean that is right on time. However, we go back to 88 Friday, back to 90 on Saturday, another cold front Saturday night. will cool us down a bit. A few more showers, back into the 70s Monday. Just really up and down over the next week or so.
Yes, but 99 tomorrow, that's way up.
Yeah, it is. And we've been in the upper 90s for several days, so it'll be nice.
Yes, nice to get a cool down. You bet. Thanks, Doug. A woman from Kansas shares a special connection to the royal family. Reporter Lily Wu spoke to her.
Buckingham Palace here.
The Queen's death is being felt as far away as Derby, Kansas.
My mother, I believe, named me after Queen Elizabeth. My name is Joan Elizabeth Farr.
Farr remembers her first trip to London in 1981.
So I was able to take pictures of the carriage going by with Diana in it.
She remembers the crowds, much like the ones in London today.
Everything that's going on regarding her funeral is taking me back to when I was there for Princess Diana and Charles's wedding. So it was a memorable time for me.
In 2011, Farr started writing to Prince William and Princess Kate.
I wrote to them and I sent the picture of the London Bobby, hoisting me on his shoulder so I could take photos, and almost got an invitation to that royal wedding back in 2011. So I've been in touch with them ever since.
She sends birthday cards to their children and receives replies from the royal family.
When Prince George was born, I sent little cowboy boots because this is Kansas after all. And they send me a personal letter after that, thanking me.
Farr sent a card to the Queen last year.
When he passed away, I sent a sympathy card.
And sent a card to the Queen on her 90th birthday.
She was an icon and an inspiration to so many women.
Farr hopes people become inspired by the life of Queen Elizabeth II.
I just hope that it will inspire America to finally elect a woman president, because she did it so well for so long.
Still ahead, Neosho softball aims for their 9th straight win today, and undefeated Riverton hosts matches against Girard and Columbus. Danny Terzer has that and more up next.
Riverton volleyball is 10-0 this season and currently ranked 5th in Class 3A. Today, the Rams host a CNC triangular. Riverton faces Girard in their first match. Rams start out the evening strong, beating the Trojans in straight sets, 25-17, 25-9. Next up, Riverton aims to stay hot against Columbus. First set, J.C. Thomason and Morgan Compton at the net for Riverton. They come up with a big block, 6-2 Rams. Pulling away with it now, Compton sets up E.J. Wells for the kill. Riverton wins the first set 25-11. To the second now, Compton to Thomason. She slams it down. And later, here she is again. Tips it into the empty court. Riverton takes set 2 and wins the match 2-0. Missouri Southern distance runner Gideon Kimutai picked up right where he left off a few years ago as one of the top cross-country athletes in Division II. After the 2020 season was canceled due to COVID, Kimutai got injured and missed the 2021 season as well. On Saturday at the Southern Stampede, he raced for the first time since 2019. He won the individual title and set a personal record on Saturday, running the 8K race in 23 minutes and 37.3 seconds. His impressive performance earned him recognition by the conference, and he was named the National Cross Country Athlete of the Week.
It was a rough journey, but after the outdoor season is when I started my summer training, and I worked hard throughout the summer just to get back, just to get fit again. It felt really great to be back. After the 5K is when I was still strong, and that's the point. I told myself I can do it, and then I decided to go for it.
Neosho softball is on a tear right now. The Wildcats are on an 8-game winning streak, and in those 8 games, they've outscored their opponents 69-6. Neosho on the road today against Webb City. This one needs extras. The Wildcats score 5 runs in the top of the 8th. They go on to win it 11-6. Neosho is now 15-3 this season, and winners of 9 straight. In the MLB, the Kansas City Royals are home this evening, kicking off a 3-game series with the Minnesota Twins. MJ Melendez smashes a 2-run home run. Salvador Perez hits an RBI double to give the Royals a late lead, and they go on to win 5-4. As for St. Louis, they're 8.5 games up on the Milwaukee Brewers for first place in the division. The Cardinals are out on the West Coast this week, beginning a series with the Padres tonight. Late start on this one. San Diego's up 5-0 or 4-0 in the 5th.
At St. Louis, at least looking forward to a postseason.
Yeah, they've got more baseball to play for sure.
We'll be right back. Take time now to honor a local veteran. Clifford Nelson served in the U.S. Army, Navy, and National Guard. His hometown, Lamar, Missouri, and we are proud to salute Sergeant Clifford Nelson, a 4-state hero. You can learn about lots of other heroes. We have more than 3,000 of them in our database. You can look them up by name, by hometown, by military unit. You can also submit a hero of your own anytime, and it's really simple. You just click on the link on our website. Of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. Tomorrow is the last official day of summer, and summer is going out with a bang. It's going to be hot, Doug.
Yeah, everybody wants to get rid of the summer. It's been super dry, super hot. It's in the top 6 hottest summers of all time. So, yeah, we need to get rid of it. But, yeah, near 100 again for us tomorrow. Some isolated thunderstorms late, and then some morning showers Thursday. But look at our high on Thursday. High of only 73, and then the roller coaster temperature ride begins on Thursday.
As long as that roller coaster trends downward.
Oh, it will.
Final sports note.
Well, how about Neosho softball on a 9-game winning streak? They beat Webb City tonight in extra innings.
It's impressive. Thanks for joining us. Morning show starts at 5 a.m. Let's make it a great tomorrow.